El año 2024 está comenzando de la mejor manera posible, ya que la LCK nos va a regalar un evento en el cual van a participar 5 equipos, los cuales van a estar conformados por 5 jugadores del mismo rol. Cada equipo cuenta con un capitán, el cual representa una línea, y este mismo seleccionó a 4 jugadores, los cuales juegan el mismo rol, para así conformar un equipo de 5 personas. El capitán de la línea de top lane es Zeus, el de la jungla es Oner, el de mid lane obviamente es Faker, el de ADCarry es Deft y el de soporte es Keria. En pantalla podrás ver a los jugadores que conforman a cada equipo. El evento tiene un formato bastante simple en el cual se van a jugar solo 4 enfrentamientos en series al mejor de uno, lo cual quiere decir que es solamente una partida y se acabó. Pero como existen 5 equipos, uno de ellos tendrá que jugar una partida extra para poder avanzar a la siguiente ronda. Me parece muy importante recalcar que este evento es meramente por diversión y entretenimiento y es una especie de fanservice para la comunidad, por lo cual no se debería tomar en serio, pero tristemente yo no me puedo tomar las cosas con tranquilidad, entonces voy a gritar como perra cada vez que vea una jugada interesante o épica dentro de estos enfrentamientos. También es importante decir que este torneo se va a jugar con los nuevos cambios de la temporada 14, por lo cual vamos a poder ver a los mejores probar estrategias con los nuevos objetos y con el nuevo entorno del mapa, así que prepárate porque posiblemente te van a trolear tus partidas con lo que vamos a ver el día de hoy. Una de las cosas más interesantes que va a tener este evento es que vamos a contar con 2 minijuegos en los cuales van a competir los capitanes de cada equipo, pero estos minijuegos se los explicaré un poco más adelante. Una vez dicho todo esto, los invito a que se pongan cómodos y ahora sí, comencemos. Este evento comenzó con un minijuego el cual fue una carrera dentro de la grieta del invocador. Esto ha sido una de las cosas más bizarras y divertidas que he visto en League of Legends. Les voy a explicar de forma rápida en qué consiste. Básicamente los 5 capitanes de cada equipo comienzan en la base del lado azul del mapa y al minuto 1:30 tienen que hacer un recorrido el cual consiste en golpear al red y el blue del lado azul. Después tienen que golpear a un minion de la línea de top. Lo siguiente es golpear al red y el blue del lado rojo del mapa y finalmente tienen que ejecutarse. Los jugadores que queden en primer y segundo lugar se enfrentarán en el siguiente minijuego.
Yeah.
blue, red.
Okay, let's count down, man.
All right, here we go.
3,
2, 1, go! Oh, and they're off to it, and Talon's just going to win. I mean, I think it's just going to happen.
there's no way.
Unless Jin can utilize the range. That's the real question mark here.
Yeah, but it'll...
Because look at that, he gets Blast Cone access immediately, then he can dash another wall. And this is why it's broken, is because the cooldown is based on the terrain, and you never go back to the terrain. But now they're just trying to mess him up as best they can. So everybody else just went to blue buff and skipped red completely. This is chaos.
I am not entirely sure what is happening here. Is the goal now just to ensure that
Have we just assumed
Oner doesn't get there?
assumed that Oner is going to win, and then... Okay. This is very perplexing.
So what I'm wondering is, did Keria actually hit the red buff because he buffed up Jin?
Oh, but he can't actually buff Jin. He's not allowed to. Oh no, they're trying to block it so that he can't get it, but obviously he's going to... Okay, there we go. And Oner is the victor
I think
here.
Faker, the moment he... Yeah, okay,
So
this
Deft
we
is
knew.
first.
This we knew.
And so is it Oner second or is it Keria second?
Because it'd be Zeus, right? Because Zeus actually... It is
Oh,
Zeus.
it is. So he
Because
managed to
Zeus-
get the extra one.
El siguiente minijuego fue un 1 contra 1 de Doctor Mundo en el cual se enfrentaron Deft y Zeus, ya que fueron los 2 ganadores del minijuego anterior. No les voy a hacer spoiler de quién ganó, pero déjenme decirles que aquí hubo una humillación total. Y por cierto, Faker y Keria estaban jugando a pegarse Qs con Cartus, pero eso no tiene nada que ver con el minijuego.
Don't know whether it'll actually mean anything as far as scoring the event is concerned. But it is happening. Got some flashes going on. All right. Oh, dear. With the Mundo already starting off, Zeus is doing a very good job. Deft struggling a little bit here. Representing Stanley, which is very cool. Oh, man. Deft is in struggle street right now.
my!
This is
It's not looking good.
This is not looking good. I feel like Zeus should theoretically have more practice on Mundo, but I don't know whether that really helps out. Oh, the flash comes in. And he's just playing with his food now, giving him the thumbs up. Oh, there is so much emotional damage happening here as well. And there's the first blood for Zeus.
De esta manera fue como Zeus terminó derrotando a Deft, que la verdad me parece bastante gracioso que Deft no le pudiera conectar una sola Q a Zeus. Pero al final de cuentas esto es un evento por las risas. Pero, amigo, estuvo buenísimo. Ahora sí vamos a comenzar con las partidas, y es que el primer enfrentamiento que tuvimos aquí fue el de Team Soporte en contra de Team Jungla, y siendo completamente realista, nunca llegué a tener muchas expectativas con respecto al Team Soporte. La verdad, siempre creí que se iban a caer a pedazos, y efectivamente eso fue lo que sucedió, porque la partida que tuvo Team Soporte en contra de Team Jungla no tuvo punto de comparación. El Team Jungla jugó completamente desnudo y los arrasó en menos de 25 minutos. Y es que a pesar de que pudimos ver a Keria jugando en la línea de mid, algo que se agradece muchísimo porque verlo jugar en otro rol y sobre todo verlo desempeñarse mecánicamente de una forma diferente es algo bastante genial, la realidad es que no tuvo ningún tipo de oportunidad contra el mid laner del equipo Jungla. Y es que teníamos a Lucid jugando en la línea de mid con Akali, y es que el tipo pareciera que era showmaker en su prime, porque se movía de forma espectacular con Akali. Sinceramente, yo estaba viendo la partida y dije qué rico se mueve ese güey.
And immediately trying to turn this into a gank. Does have red buff available as well. No CC for Lucid, and Keria has full health, but even just a decent amount of damage can be quite big here. Vade and Barrel. He's rolling!
Oh, he's coming for the gank. He's going to find some minions, but he skirts out of the way, and then he's back up the river one more time.
Out.
There we go. Bought some space for his bottom lane. Free being picked up by both junglers. As let's check in on the top lane. Andal going to be landing some abilities, but Oner's going to turn up. Andal trying to get out of there, but this might be the end of the Aatrox. It might be first blood, and there it is, and it goes to Oner.
And Oner
rolling on out of there. 5-point strike connects, but it's not going to stop him. Hook going to land here as well, but Keria does manage to block that one. Bit sneaky, as he does manage to...
So him and Execute are kind of expected to do a good job as Peanut finds the hook.
Yeah, Execute taking so much damage. Does have to flash to get himself out of the way. Shields himself up, though. Should be all right from the Ignite here. As Cozy campfire for Pleta. The Relentless Pursuit's okay, but Oner turns up in the nick of time. They make it under the turret, though, and they should be all right. At least for the moment. Sylvie is very low, but Pleta's lower. Not going to get any counter kills, but no one
going to look for the all-in, but Oner shows up just at that given time.
Oh, there's the backflip. Does come through. Pop Blossom comes down. The taunt should be there from Beryl, but it is not. And Lucid just dashes his way out with the perfect execution as the second charge as well, but Keria is not going to die from that one. Oner turns out all those Void Grubs going into Oner's hands. Sylvie having to get out of there, does have to use the flash. Will be able, but the team fight is what I'm a little bit worried about. We might have one of those right here, and Execute is in so much trouble. He's going to go down. That is a second kill here for Team Jungle. In the meantime, Keria has found Lucid, gets the flash. Perfect execution doesn't land. It's a lot of damage. As that was actually Keria trend.
Looks like Solo Q was right all along as Gideon, looking for the all-in.
Yep, the World Ender comes down, but the all-out seems to be working a little bit better. Andal is just spinning around, trying to hit some Qs. He might need to get out of here. It's doing some decent damage. Q's landing. Oh, that one's not going to connect, though, as Gideon. Can he find the solo kill? There it is! Andal goes down, and the Cassante, so just one bullet there with Curtain Call. Sometimes that's all you need. Try and create some space here as Peanut has got over the wall. Beryl down to 50% as Oner is looking to dance away. Peanut's going to have to escape. That was almost first kill for the supports. And now we've got the ultimate come through. Lucid is looking for Beryl. Perfect execution as he wipes out Pleta, and he does not stop there. Double kill for the Akali, and Jungle just looks unstoppable today. Dash over the wall, but that may not be enough to stop the wrath of Gideon, who's finding Q after Q. The flash not really doing a whole lot there. Gideon is just going to smash the Aatrox down one more time. And now Beryl, he's going for a ride. Okay, Gideon's gonna get knocked up. Sylvie gonna get knocked up, and he gets the charge. There's a fair bit of value there as he dives forward. It could be kill number one, and there it is. We've got the third Drake being taken here by Jungle, but it's kill number one for Support. They're on the board.
Big win for Team Support. They are awkwardly stuck.
Yes.
Beryl rolling out.
Beryl's decided to take one for the team, or has he? This could be the start of something, but Lucid gets into the back line. Beryl is going to go down. Has he done enough to try and help out his team? The answer looks like a no, as Lucid gets rid of the Lucian. Gideon just trying to keep the rest of the team out of there as Andil is trying to tank up as much as he can. Does get a decent amount of health back as Oner does take down Execute. And it's looking like Team Jungle are just a little bit too strong. They do manage to take down Peanut, but Keria will fall immediately afterwards, and Andil will be taken down. There is the ace for about a split second.
Care about Beryl. He's very little health. He does actually have to respect, but also can kind of just ignore Beryl.
Yeah, and especially with Oner turning up as well, so Beryl might be out of the Death Chamber into the Death Chamber, and there we go. They take down the turret as well. The onslaught of the jungle continues. Split trying to get the damage down. Peanut has found Keria as he makes his way in, and now Lucid's turned up. He's so dangerous. Lands the backflip. Pop Blossom onto 3, though. It doesn't matter because it's just not enough damage. They're so incredibly strong, and Lucid is just destroying them. 5-point strike to the back of the head, and just the shuriken from the shuriken backflip is enough to deal with the Melio. And Andil is finding himself 1v4. Beryl's trying to turn up. I just don't think, oh, he's trying to, and then he decides to turn around because he knows that Andil is dead. Here for Support at this point in time, but Andil is in position. Let's see what they can actually get done here. Keria looking for some snares. Oh, Beryl changing positions, getting on top of Sylvie, but he just falls down. Execute may just be his namesake right now as the last of Ignite is going to land it. Peanut collects that kill. He is down relatively low, but the dash cannon not going to be enough to save Keria, as it's going to be a shuriken backflip from Lucid that gets that one done. Pleta trying to escape, and he will do that, but he's the last man standing on his team, and Jungle just going to get back towards that battle. Chains will go off, but now the Nexus turrets are under fire, and Team Jungle, absolute wash here. They were dominant from start to finish. Second Nexus turret comes down. There's the Pop Blossom, but is it going to matter? I think the answer is no. Is Lucid, are you going back to that one? Yes, he is. He dives onto the fountain, and Team Jungle will take down Team Support here. Now, first game of the day.
El segundo enfrentamiento que tuvimos aquí fue el de Team Mid en contra de Team ADCarry. Honestamente tengo que decir que esta partida sí estuvo bastante interesante y sobre todo bastante reñida, porque aquí las dos escuadras se dieron con absolutamente todo, demostrando que había cierta competitividad entre ambos equipos. Aquí quiero mencionar que fue sumamente divertido y estuvo genial ver a Faker jugando con Gragas en la jungla, porque el tipo es una locura jugando con este campeón. Y también me parece importante mencionar que Pace, el cual es el ADCarry de la escuadra de Genji, jugó con Lee Sin en la jungla y el tipo genuinamente se mueve muy bien con Lee Sin. Me pareció impresionante el nivel que tiene con el campeón. Ahora, como les digo, esta partida estuvo bastante reñida, pero en un momento el equipo de ADCarrys pudo salir adelante, pudo tomar ventaja, pero de un momento para otro se descuidaron y el equipo midlane logró remontar la partida y con esto avanzaron a la final del evento.
Make a reaction cam. Or the bot lane reaction.
이거 이래서 미드라이너 안 된다고 이거 이게 많은 거 아니야? 절대 안 되지.
I really like Viper's reaction. Absolutely fantastic. Pays looking for a little bit of a gank opportunity. There's the flash forward from Viper. He's taking a lot of damage, but he's still got his foot on the gas. Pays making his way in. Does get the safeguard. There's the flash forward. Tempest, Cripple, and that's first blood for the young bottom laner. BDD gonna have to flash to get himself out of there, and Bot's already on the board.
Not going to be feeling too bad, especially because, again, I think Team Mid need to build big leads early on. Because if they don't, I think that they're going to have a really, really rough time as Pays.
The opportunity here as the chain is going to come through. Another Pays gank looking pretty good here. As Aiming looks for it, gets the flash out. So, I mean, if you are going to accept that someone's going to weave auto attacks, it's probably going to be an ADCarry player. As Deft going aggressive, but Faker is here. Great knock-up from BDD as well. The double body slams, gorgeous from Faker. And that is going to mean, oh, Pace making his way in. They do manage to get a kill back as Viper is now Alcove Gaming, but he gets body slammed and booped to death. Faker now looking for Pace as well.
Body
but
block.
Pace is pretty dangerous, trying to find some Qs here onto BDD. Still manages to connect one, but Resonating Strike is interrupted by the body slam. And mid.
Very nicely done there. Team Bot still with a slight lead, but really important play there to keep Team Mid in the running. And now that ult combo is available.
Yeah. Closer getting hit by the chain, but does break it. As Distortion was on cooldown for a moment. There it is, the last breath coming down, but Aiming getting towards the turret. Does get the passive as Faker fights the barrel and snipes Aiming, taken down by the Gragas Yasuo combo.
The Grubs able to summon Void Mites as the dive comes in.
Yeah, they managed to get the knock-up onto Karras. He's trying his best to stand his ground, but that is the feather pullback from Deft. They lock him down. Void Grubs go over to Team Mid, but Team Bot managing to get that dive to work out. Pace still looking for more headbutt pull from Viper. And BDD gonna get flashed on. That is gonna be a second kill. Stuck around for a little too long. As now Gumayusi could be in trouble as well as Chovy looking for an opportunity. Gumayusi is now ghosting, trying to get himself safe, but the knock-up is still going to land the barrel to stop him. And Zombie Scion not gonna
carry understandable as an Alistar. Probably want to give that to your Lee. Pace goes in, I'm not sure why.
Safeguard does come through. He just got a little bit annoyed. Viper is just having the best time ever, though. He feels like he's got all of this agency to start fights, to press buttons. Look at him. He's going once again. The knockout from BDD, who's now looking for that quickness. Gets it onto Deft. The teleport to come in from Closer. Now Team Bot are just trying to get out of there. Closer taking a lot of damage, though. The feathers get pulled back, and he's destroyed. Faker not quite there in time. As you can see, Viper is just trying to hoof it out of there. Is going to do so. Aiming in the meantime with his static shiv is trying to get some work done as Viper, he gets a knock up onto Faker. He's still going to go down, but the Q lands here from Paze. Can they manage to get an answering kill is the question. Distortion comes in, but the chains will not land. The Sonic Wave will not land, but Faker is going the wrong direction, so he may still die. Some more shots landing, some Qs not, but I think that Faker is still big time dead. He's just trying his best to waste as much time as possible, and Viper's going to deliver the kill.
It's Closer. Is he going to... He's delaying.
This is looking like
it's on the way.
It's a difficult moment, though, here for him. Doesn't land. And that is going to be the kickback. Closer is still alive, though. Good double knock-up. The last breath coming in. They get smashed down by the explosive cast from Faker. And there's the knock-up. They do manage to kill Closer in the end, but it could be more value here for Team Mid as they're chasing down Viper. This cow is pretty nimble, though. Headbutt to Taxi. Faker is looking to come through. Finds the smite. Deft is here, though. And I think Viper's made the great escape. A teleport to turn around the pulverized flash. And Faker is taking so much damage from the Blade Caller. Deft turns it around, the headbutt back. Free delivery to Deft for the double kill. He gets smoked. The rest of the buttons don't really land, and Viper is just going to hoof it out of there. Does so pretty comfortably, although the Ignite going to be used here. He's wanting to escape. The ulti comes in. There's the headbutt. Sorry, the pulverized. The headbutt going to be coming in next as the train lands. The station is bottom lane, but there's the combo. Knock-up lands. Viper is alive for a long time, but it's not going to be enough. Knock-up chain continues onto Gumayusi towards the bottom side. He's tanky, but I don't think he's tanky enough. The wind wall coming in for some reason, just for fun there from Closer, as Gumayusi is going to go down. And Team Mid, all of them probably have a fair bit of faith in what Deft can do. As you can see, Team Mid looking for that angle once again. Pulverize comes in, headbutt back onto BDD. The cast going to connect, but Viper, with that unbreakable will, is very tanky. Q going to land onto BDD, the teleport in from Gumayusi, but immediately he's down to 50%, aiming over the wall, but can't really help out here as Chovy is just mincing this Scion, who wants to be tanky, but he's just not enough. Does manage to get the Gronk onto him, maybe, as the minion is going to be taken down. Bot are going to try and use this, though, to take themselves a Baron, but Team Mid, they know exactly what's going on. Viper once again down extraordinarily low as BDD. With the quickness, he gets the Flash Grand entrance. They're looking to take down the cow, but Viper survives. And now Deft is looking for the autos. Knock-up is fantastic, but the wind wall position was good enough from Closer. Paze is just going to get destroyed as they find him. He's the straggler. Good timing by Deft on the Featherstorm. That is just going to put it on cooldown in mid. It's now their opportunity to go for this back.
Push them off of this.
Yeah, Windwall getting a fair bit of value. Tornado not really doing too much as now Chovy's looking to try and get them out of here. Aiming gets into that backline, but the Baron is secured by Faker. Good smite. Deft has to flash to get out of the way of Chovy. The headbutt to move Chovy back, but Viper looks like he's mincemeat for now. Closer looking for that opportunity. He gets in there, and Team Mid are destroying them. Team fights are what this composition's built for, and they are winning them left, right, and center. Gumayusi down once again. And Team Mid with their Baron can really do some damage now.
Might be able to try and push. And from there on out, it quickly snowball pays.
Oh, it looks for it. It doesn't quite get there. Karis, True Shot Barrage flying away, but it's more in celebration. Nexus turrets will be taken down. And Team Mid, I mean, there were some rough moments in this game, but in the end, they find those team fights they're looking for. And most importantly, they will find the Nexus, and they'll move on to the final.
El tercer enfrentamiento que tuvimos aquí fue el del Team Top Lane en contra del Team Jungla, y siendo completamente sincero con todos ustedes, yo le tenía mucha fe y esperanza al equipo de los Top Laners. Yo creí que iban a estompear o iban a humillar por completo a los junglas porque, hermanos, son Top Laners, son esos jugadores que se la viven solos en una línea simplemente agarrándose a madrazos. Entonces, en mi cabeza funcionaba bien, pero al final se cayeron completamente a pedazos y no me parece ni medio normal la paliza que les puso el equipo de los junglas, donde tengo que recalcar que Oner estuvo jugando con LeBlanc en la línea de top. Por cierto, la jugó AD y la jugó bastante bien, y Zeus estuvo jugando de ADCarry con Seri. Entonces esta partida terminó en menos de 24 minutos, lo cual ya me parece bastante increíble, y con esto el equipo de la jungla avanzó también a la final.
Could be in trouble here as Zeus trying to get on over, looking for some zaps onto this Blitzcrank as Rascal just dances on over.
And I'd say probably is Dudu's Jax.
Well,
he did not die.
Yeah, he may be feeling worse now.
He's fine.
He's fine. He's all right. To his team. There we go. Secured. So we'll see whether he can actually get enough in order to get these Void Grubs out, as King going to get ulted here by Lucid. Finds a knock-up as well, but does have to rebind. Now Gideon and Peanut, they're looking for the opportunity. Shockwave comes in. Lucid gets another knock-up. Keen gets the bad news. Turret is going to get aggressive onto Peanut here, but it looks like they've juggled enough. Flash out from Gideon. That is going to secure the dive. Lucid will also get a plate and give the good old thumbs up. Keen with no teleport either. All bad news for the top laners.
He is getting the top lane treatment, even though he's back in mid.
And it doesn't matter where he goes. It feels like Keen always has this experience. Oh, phenomenal sidestep. And there is the paranoia. In goes Dundun. Finds the shockwave as well, does Keen, as Peanut is not long for the world. Ulti comes through from Lucid, but it's not the greatest one that we've seen. And now Zeus is in there. Extendo Beam doesn't find the mark. The junglers scatter. They all know how it feels.
Reinforcement were there. Starts off with Dundun. Now we saw that combo with the Orianna as Peanut goes for round number 2.
Let's see whether he can find it here, as Lucid's relatively low. Keen doesn't have a lot of buttons available, nor does he have a flash. And the hook, it's going to go wide, and Keen gets out! Power going to be going over towards the junglers. And Dundun staying within touching distance as far as farm is concerned. 7-8, so still that one level lead. And Zeus here down to... Oh, Sylvie in a bit of trouble. The flash comes out, and the hook is not going to land. Zeus just pops him like a balloon. Peanut not going to be able to do anything here. And Sylvie, you can see a bit of a grin on his face, looking a bit sheepish after that one. 2 versus 1 in the pit right now as Peanut's trying to get on over. That is the flash in, steals away the Drake. Now Dundun has to flash away as well. Paranoia comes down. Dundun realizes he's not long for the world, and Lucid's trying to ult his way forward. Shockwave to push them into the wall, but Team Top are scattering. That is a beautiful combo from Gideon. Manages to take down the Rakan. Peanut will just get burnt to death. Peanut gives him the good old thumbs up as he goes down, and Team Jungle with a team fight win. Meanwhile, Dudu towards his top side trying to deal with Oner, but Oner just puts him on a leash and currently in a good position against Team Top. Although, not the same one, as a hook will connect. And he's trying to get out. The leap strike does get interrupted. The flash has to be used, and then Oner finishes him off. Beautifully played between Peanut and Oner towards the top side.
And now the game is starting to become harder and harder and nigh unplayable here. Once you start losing in this 1v1, you lose so much pressure. And Oner is going to get first turret blood here. Zeus, and maybe he gets Peanut, but I don't think he can really go for anything. And
Or deny, but he's playing very well in this game. Zeus going to join the rest of his team. Top laners have set up to try and take down Shelly. Oner is in the area, just trying to be annoying. Peanut, the bomb flies in, but Dundun, great smite there. Try and lock that one down. Lucid doesn't find the ulti yet again as the quickness is in there. Doesn't quite charm up too much though. The Rakan's already dead. Dundun's going to go down as well. Keen is on the floor. Zeus the next one that they're looking for, and it's an ace here from the junglers. You may have got Shelly, but you ain't escaping with your lives.
clean ace!
It's a quadra for Oner. Maybe he is the god of LeBlanc. So maybe that's what the problem is.
That is the core problem.
Yeah. Oh, Gideon gonna find Rascal. Doesn't waste any time diving in. All right, kick flash manages to find Keen, and he's dead. They wanted to give the kill over, but he's dead a little bit too fast. Gideon looking for even more here as Oner trying to go up against his teammate here towards the bottom side of the map. It's not quite working out, especially with Dudu there. But with Dudu there, it means that the Ziggs is unchecked. And Oner's going to be able to get out. Teleport to come forward here from Lucid as well. But it's not exactly his favorite moment. Still, he's going to be able to keep the turret alive. And Team Top, they are on the rope.
Meanwhile,
yeah,
Sylvie already got one turret. He's being ignored.
He's living his best life at this point in time as Peanut. He might be in a rough position, or maybe this is exactly where he wants to be. Zeus in trouble. Lucid has closed the gap, and down he goes. The unbound Soli wants to get back though, gets a nice knock-up as that's a decent one from Rascal as well. They managed to take down the Yone, but can they do better? Dundun's trying to get the work done, and they get two at least for now. There's the third one as Peanut goes down. Oner now trying to do what he can, but they're splitting the DP. Oh, never mind. They managed to get one onto Keen. The dive forward, Dundun is trying to be unleashed, but Sylvie turns up and is going to be able to take down the Nocturne. Now he has a health advantage. Yeah, leap strike to get Dundun out, and oh, there's the triple.
Rascal.
Team Jungle are too good, man. They're just too good.
Rascal
Lying on a miracle now. See whether they can find one. Dudu quite able to deal with it. Hook is going to connect here onto Dundun, and he's just not having the greatest of times here today on the Rift. The Nocturne will be taken down. Dudu diving on top of Lucid, but Oner's there to support the flash forward. There's the ulti, and he gets tied up. The chains connect as well, and Lucid's the one that grabs the kill credit. Great support from Oner there at the same time as Zeus. Not a lot he can do about this situation. Rascal, he is grand exiting the whole situation as best he can, and this calls for a teleport to the Baron on full vision of Team Top. And I think he can do that with the smite still dead for another 8 seconds. Rascal might just die, but is able to use that number one today.
And we were thinking that Team Support, you know, they're just not that good. Maybe we were wrong.
He's just having a good time here on this Blitzcrank, and was in the previous game as well.
You can't play Blitz, right? It's like Blitz, Bard. You have to play these champions like you're a silly man.
Yeah.
Just a silly gamer running around the Rift.
And just make them plays. Feels like a lot of the players today have just been really enjoying support as Dundun goes in for what is an attempted hero play. They get a decent knock up there onto the Ziggs, but Sylvie, he flashes away, and now it's Team Jungle's turn to engage. The Mega Inferno Bomb is massive, and Team Top are just left scattered on the ground. Dudu makes it back to the fountain, but he has barely any health. That's a brilliant hook from Peanut. Manages to lock him down. Zeus on the fountain will be able to keep himself alive, but you cannot really keep your Nexus alive if you're relegated to that location. And there's the knock-up from Lucid as well to finish it off. Another hook from Peanut, and there goes the Nexus. Team Jungle will meet Team Mid in the final.
Y ahora sí llegamos a la final de este evento, en el cual tendríamos el enfrentamiento del equipo Mid en contra del equipo Jungla. Y aquí Primero que nada les voy a decir que no les voy a revelar qué equipo ganó esta final, para así darle un poco más de emoción al asunto. Y ahora, continuando con lo que fue este enfrentamiento, honestamente estuvo muy emocionante y muy divertido de ver. Me atrevo a decir que fue más emocionante que la final del mundial del año pasado, porque honestamente aquí los dos equipos estaban jugando con absolutamente todo. Aquí sí se presentaron dos equipos en la final, y es que realmente tú me podrás decir, no Envy, pero este es un evento por diversión, amistoso, las bolas amigo. Aquí realmente pudimos ver a ambas escuadras dándose con absolutamente todo, la chancla, el cinto, la vara, no sé, le pegaron con todo en esta partida y es algo que se agradece un montón. Me gustaría recalcar que tuvimos a Chovy en la línea de top en contra de Oner y fue brutal el enfrentamiento. En la jungla tuvimos a Faker jugando con Poppy, que la verdad tuvo un inicio bastante peculiar de la partida y en algún momento llegué a pensar, este tipo la va a trolear, pero al final la partida se puso muy buena y muy apretada por parte de ambas escuadras. Entonces los dejo con la final de este evento.
Hi, there he goes, and first blood, 1 minute 40. And Peanut not losing too much of his health bar, just trying to keep Sylvie okay, as the unbound soul will happen here, as Oner does have to go back. No flash going to be used there by Chovy. And Faker now looking for an opportunity bottom side of the map.
Trying to clear. Sylvie isn't back yet, does have TP, but no help.
And the crash down is going to come through. That is such a weird interaction that just happened there. Faker is going to help grab the kill, but he goes down as well. And now Peanut just trying to get rid of these minions as best he can. He's actually doing a decent job, as we can see. Teleport immediately back by the Seraphine, so not going to lose out on too much more. No, he's getting a little bit zoned. Closer is also in trouble, but he does manage to Spirit Rush effectively.
Yeah, good ult.
Gets the ward down as well. Oh, some free popcorn chicken there from these lanes.
I love this, though. Lucid trying to help Oner out of his absolutely abhorrent lane state. Much harder to gank this top lane, though, with the added space.
Yeah,
got spotted here.
The flash out, making sure that that ultimate is not going to connect. That's the just 1v2. Well, I mean, it's not real. It's just a 1v1. Solo kill from Chovy. And Oner just went in a little bit early.
A small Wayne is Peanut going to try and look for a play here. Closer does still have his flash. Might have to use it.
X-Flash, and he's going to be denied the crash down with the charm. Closer does have flash, like you say, does use it to get over the wall. There's a knock-up onto Faker. Heroic Charge is going to stun up the Oner, and Oner, he does. And we're going to check this one out one more time, as Chovy, like we said before, Oner was in a rough lane state.
Yeah, and then actually, that was so well done.
Whoa.
So,
yeah, that was my response as well.
Oh.
So he flashed the ultimate. Right? No, it was a joke. I did not mean it.
But he is really good. As Heroic Charge going to not get into the wall. Faker picks up his buckler, creating some space here, but now Faker is just going to get collapsed on. That is the kill for Gideon. Lucid coming over, collects himself and assist as well. So Faker not having the greatest of times. Similar to Berries, interestingly enough. Just showing that mid laners love farm. And now BDD not loving what's happening here. That's going to be Sylvie kind of bailed out with that one. The Encore going to connect onto Karis as well, who flashes, gets the culling down onto Peanut. A fair bit of damage there as well, as now he's trying to turn it. Gideon, fair bit of damage there as there's a flag forward from Peanut, and you are not going to escape that one. Beautifully done there. The turnaround, just an overstep from Karis.
At the same, Chovy's just going to walk it off.
Or maybe
Kill Lucid.
Yeah, he may just wait for him to turn up and then hit him. Yeah, there he goes. I mean, Lucid's accuracy with his shuriken backflips is very impressive.
It's been on point.
That one, of course, not mattering even a little bit, as now Peanut finds a Magnet Storm onto BDD once again. He's trying to keep himself alive. The Encore not going to connect, though, and BDD's still alive. Sylvie's dead, and the teleport's coming in. Peanut is not long for the world, and Karis is now massive.
And Sylvie, unfortunately, misses the mark there on not one but two skill shots. Doesn't get his E. Doesn't he?
Appreciate that. As Chovy's here towards his bottom side, he has 4 friends now available, and I don't think he's surviving this one. Lucid's going to collect that one.
That's a big bounty.
Yeah,
just
and they're going to grab some plates as well. Look at these Void Mites just having the best of times. And that is right before those plates fell down. It is going to be a trade of turrets.
Look at
that is first turret blood going over to the junglers.
Look at their hops. They're so cute.
Yeah, the Void Mites are really cool. As Karis dives forward, but Lucid, yeah.
This is great. It's pretty even as well. Not again.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. As the Umbral Dash is going to get Chovy to relative safety, but he had to invest his flash as well. So a suboptimal teleport, I think we could say. Just loving his life right now, level 9 to level 9. So Faker is actually doing fine as far as experience is concerned. And Karis looking for Sylvie. The Encore will connect, but it's not looking like Karis cares.
And it doesn't have the damage. Gideon might be in trouble here.
Yeah, he does get charmed. Closer, though, isn't exactly fully safe himself, as the Rift Herald is going to get started up. Faker can get himself in there if he'd like to. Biddy finds himself a fire kick, and now Faker is going to crash into the wall. I mean, that wasn't a steering issue. I think that was a parking issue from the very beginning.
Yeah, shouldn't have driven at all. Should have just yeah, this rivals some of the Bard portals I've seen where you're like, oh, I really did not.
Oh, yeah, some of those can be. But sometimes Magical Journey is difficult. There's now Chovy fighting against Oner here. The Infernal Chains did connect. The Umbral Dash going to be utilized, and Chovy just takes him down. That looked like he had a ranged auto attack, but the auto had already started by the time he was going back, and that is the solo kill from Chovy, as Flash is going to be denied there from Closer, who's trying to Spirit Rush away, but there are too many junglers here on this top side of the map. And he,
take a look at this.
He misclicked, unfortunately. Sometimes that happens.
뭐야 이거?
What is it? What's going on? You had a good time. I crashed it.
Look at that gameplay. As uh-oh. Well, yeah, he had to.
I could understand. I could understand, absolutely.
He would have died. Oh, Lucid, oh no.
Well, Closer's diving in, looking for the opportunity. There's a heroic charge from Faker. Gets the knock up onto 2 as Peanut just going to be trying to save his mid laner, and he does so effectively. Teleport to come forward here as well. As Peanut's charmed, crashes down to get himself out of the way. Sylvie just trying to keep his teammates alive.
Back on Genji, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exceptional. Really, really good. I think we're learning a lot of stuff here. We're learning that Sylvie...
learning that Faker really likes flashing over walls and getting stuff done. Closer connects the charm as well. That's going to be the end of Oner this time around. Karis now just trying to keep himself alive against Lucid, but it's just not going to happen. 5-point strike. It's going to, and he connects it with a kill onto BDD as well. Not entirely sure what BDD was doing there, but it didn't look like a great idea. Baron's going to launch himself under the rift, but we got a team fight as well, as Gideon's having to get out of there. Chovy, yep, the World Ender is feeling aptly named in this particular game, but mid lane is still down a bit of gold here against the junglers. And we've got a new Baron this time around, the one with an extra block out the front.
No, but he can do that as a support.
Yeah, and actually his Blitzcrank and Nautilus looked absolutely fine. As Chovy going to get caught out by a few people, but the rest of the team are on their way in. There's the ulti, it gets rid of Gideon, and that means no more Peanut. Maybe that was a cast to curse, I'm not entirely sure, as Closer going to Spirit Rush, finds the charm onto Gideon. I don't think that was his intended target, but it worked out quite nicely. And Sylvie's going to be taken down to his Seraphs. And mid are looking to try and push through and grab the inhibitor turret. Closer had to go back. Chovy gets over the wall.
Lucid is coming around. I don't think you want to go into that many people. Might be an angle here, 14 minutes to get an early soul though.
He's one of the ones outside of Chovy whose like CS bounties were, you know.
Oh, I get it.
That is his thing.
The game knows that he's Faker.
Ah,
so the
bounty auto bounty. Okay, well, he's also going to dive on top of Gideon here, who can't safeguard until that Steadfast Presence does wear off. Closer moving on in as well, and the junglers are looking to try and scatter to the wind. And it's feeling a little bit like the tides have turned. Faker's still just rushing forward. There's the Fate Seal, though, from Oner, but it's just not enough follow-up, and he goes down. Closer will be taken out as well, but Karis is there with the damage. And Lucid will be taken down. 3 kills for mid to the 1 of jungle. His ultimate that time was actually really good. It just wasn't good enough. And of course, he is not been having the greatest of times, so maybe it could have been more impactful, but it was more just the coordination wasn't quite as there as now Lucid. He's taking his opportunity against Chovy. The ADCarry seems to be working out for now. Peanut is going to turn up as well. Chovy now trying to hang on as best he can. The backflip is going to connect, doesn't get the Q3, and Lucid is the one that puts him down.
And is that by itself, and if Sylvie walks forward, no!
Oh dear, the encore is going to come through, but unfortunately, there was a Poppy coming on in. The heroic charge is going to stun him up and take him down. Caught in the wrong spot.
We've seen this many times.
Yeah, Gage on the Aatrox.
He has Spirit Visage. and to be fair, like, is Oner really a threat for him? No, not really. And outside of that, Gideon is also going for more of a hybrid build, a bit more tanky with his third item. So Chovy doesn't really die. Now,
Karis is doing a lot of damage. Gideon looks for the kickback though, and Karis is just eviscerated. The teleports are coming through. Faker needs to land this, and he does manage to get rid of the ADCarry. That is a lot of the damage missing. Is now Faker trying to get Oner out of the fight as well. They're staying alive for so long, and now Lucid dives in, but Chovy's already picked up the double. The onslaught could be happening as Lucid tries to be the hero. Chovy surviving for so long, but it's a double kill for this ADCarry. Make that almost a triple, but Sylvie takes that one away, and it's really starting to feel like Lucid versus Chovy. And right now, Lucid's winning.
And it felt like they were able to fight. And now, yeah, with the Seraphine sustain, it's so hard. Faker gonna try and have to go for a smite here. They're not gonna be so low that you can kill one of them, but you can try to just flip it.
He has flash available.
No kick for Gideon.
And he's giving them the good old thumbs up, seeing whether he can get in there for a potential flash smite, as Lucid says no. I don't think so. He gets into the pit. Nails it! Faker takes it away 1 versus 4. All right, Lucid gets another kill, but that may have kept the mid laners in it. And also the rest of his team had respawned. This is crazy.
Mountain Dragon. As, yeah, so interestingly enough, without the kick, it's basically impossible to keep him out of the pit.
Okay, we are straight back into it. The encore is going to connect. A lot of damage. That's Karis taken down immediately. Close is going to die as well. And now Chovy 1 versus 5. It feels like he's been in this situation so many times today. And that's going to be the end of him. The junglers managed to take their first dragon as well as we tick over to 29 minutes. And maybe Team Jungle is just too good. In 2 minutes and 40 seconds, mid will have, okay, jungle not, the jungle is not really paying attention to the lane state in mid.
No, they're trying to look for a flank. And Lucid's just waiting. Oh, closer. He doesn't know.
He doesn't. He is going to Spirit Rush. And now looks for Lucid. Lucid doesn't connect. The perfect execution towards the end. And Closer now trying to get back to his team desperately. There's a heroic charge. Closer almost dying, but it does not happen. Faker says just leave. Gets him out of there. It's Sylvie that they want. Oner getting himself in there. Another heroic charge from Faker. They want to kill this Seraphine, but she is surviving for so long. Eventually, Team Mid will win out. They get their prize and an Oner as well.
And, oh, Lucid? My man?
I thought that perhaps he was going to go for... Oh, he is. Okay, he's canceling it.
This is the school. They're down a member. Although Close does have TP. TP it back to mid. Oh, they can look for this. There's no way they're going to see this one coming. Karis is kind of low.
Yeah, I mean, Karis is kind of a sitting duck here as well, and his positioning is going to be as if that side of the map is safety. Oh, dear.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Oh, no.
Oh, he has no idea. Oh, he's so dead.
That's catastrophic. He walks into the brush and he's just going to get taken out. Lucid is doing what his mid laner struggled to do. Back in Challenger last year, he flanked and it worked.
And then here.
앞으로 더 밀면 여기다. 아령하세요?
His face. But this is really big because this probably means that there's no soul. Because this should be the Drake just gone, right? Like Oner can take it by himself, has Oathbreaker as well, and as long as Team Jungle threatens enough, should be an opportunity for Team Mid, and there won't be. This is all due to the pick on Karis. I wouldn't be surprised if Team Mid starts it up now, but there's no vision. Trap gets spotted out though, and doesn't look like it's going to happen. And now Team Jungle, they're looking for a front to back. They want to fight in the choke point, use that ultimate from Sylvie.
Looks like it's mid that are looking for it. There's the Magna Storm, but Peanut doesn't have a lot of friends right now. Lucid turns up immediately, and Oner, he comes in as well. They take down Karis. But mid of one fights without him before. Sylvie is the one now that could be in trouble, but he gets so many shields. Chovy as well, doing the same thing, and there's Oner with the double. launches into the backline, turns it into a triple kill, and now Faker once again, the last man standing, and I have a feeling this is it. It's over, and Team Jungle, 3 in a row to prove themselves the best role in the LCK.
I lost count of how many creeps they lost, but it doesn't matter.
Killing creeps isn't what this game is about. It is killing Nexuses, and they killed 3 today.
Y así es como termina esta historia, donde el equipo de la jungla se terminó consagrando como el campeón indiscutible de este evento y terminaron escribiendo Better Jungler Wins, porque genuinamente el mejor, o más bien los mejores junglas, terminaron ganando este torneo. Si tuviera que añadir algo con respecto a este evento, voy a decir que realmente estuvo buenísimo por el simple hecho de que pudimos ver a 25 jugadores de la LCK, a 25 pro players jugando en roles diferentes en algunas ocasiones, porque algunos sí jugaron en su mismo rol, pero sobre todo pudimos ver a jugadores de la LCK jugando con otros jugadores y no necesariamente con los de su equipo, así que realmente se prestó para hacer cosas interesantes. Ver a gente como Faker, como Beryl, como Peanut, como Zeus o como Oner jugando en un rol diferente es algo que tiene mucho valor, porque le agrega mucha diversión a los enfrentamientos. No sabes qué es lo que van a hacer. Por ejemplo, en la partida que yo vi a Beryl jugando con Ramus, me super cagué de risa, porque hermano, es un meme, o sea, es muy meme el campeón. Y Beryl también es un jugador que es bastante meme en ciertas ocasiones, entonces fue muy divertido el evento y me encantaría que se repita en otra ocasión, sobre todo con otras regiones, sería muy interesante, pero evidentemente a mí me gusta mucho ver la LCK, así que bueno, fue un evento al cual le doy un 10 sobre 10. Sin nada más que decir, espero que este video les haya gustado. De ser así, los invito a que me dejen un pulgar arriba y un comentario, ya que con eso el algoritmo de YouTube nos trata bastante bonito. Y es más, si llegaste hasta este punto del video, te invito a que comentes papas. Y tú me preguntarás, Envy, ¿por qué papas? Pues tiene una razón bastante filosófica y de trasfondo interesante, y la realidad es que me estoy comiendo unas papas mientras estoy grabando esto. Así que comenten papas. Como siempre, muchas gracias a los miembros del canal, muchísimas gracias por seguir apoyando económicamente este contenido, y si tú que me estás viendo todavía no te vuelves miembro, te invito a que lo hagas. La membresía tiene un precio de $1 y con ella puedes conseguir beneficios exclusivos que son desde motes hasta aparecer al final de los videos. Comparte este video con todos tus amigos y suscríbete a este canal si es primera vez que ves uno de mis videos. Yo soy MBJ y nos vemos en la próxima. Adiós.